I just personally, like I said yesterday, and I will continue saying, okay, I do not believe that this is adequate. I do not believe that this is the smart thing to do. I do not believe that, like, arming Ukraine and then fucking sending troops over to Ukraine, like, none of this is a good idea. It's just not. It's not a fucking good idea at all. Okay? Yesterday, for the first time ever, I noticed the United States government used the phrase lethal aid as a euphemism for arms or weapons. By the very next day, national media adopted the phrase without even using quotes. The first shipment of assistance recently directed by President Biden to Ukraine arrived in Ukraine tonight. The shipment includes 200,000 pounds of lethal aid, including ammunition for the frontline defenders of Ukraine. 90 tons of U.S. lethal aid arrives in Ukraine as the border tensions with Russia rise. What the fuck is that? Like, what is that? What is lethal aid? Like, what do you mean? You mean guns? That's what you mean? You mean weapons? That's, you know? That's the only thing we're good at, is fucking giving lethal aid. That's it. And then at home, we never think about the impact of that at home. Like, we love talking about fucking, you know, how stupid K-Konas are. Oh yeah, you want to shoot COVID. You want to shoot COVID. Okay. Hell well, yeah, our liberal State Department is also saying lethal aid. How is that any different? Okay. Like, these minor tweaks play a larger role in changing people's attitudes about certain things. Neoliberals are out here being like, we're applying lethal aid to Ukraine. That's sick, man. That's fucking sick. That's really cool. That's really tight. Now, what is every single person is going buck wild on the Ukraine stuff. Every single person is like, it just popped the fuck off. I have friends who follow and track the Canadian side of this, and Canada, weirdly enough, was like going harder, because it's like even weirder for Canada and Canadian people to like be engaging in this kind of rhetoric. Like, what the fuck is it to you, Canada? You know? So
love you, Hasanabi.
So now we're just going straight up. Like, we're going brazy with it, you know? We're just, and in the latest sequence of L's, we have now decided that, you know, we're going to send fucking Biden is going to choose which forces he wants to send over to Ukraine. Okay? And the entire media apparatus, the entirety of mainstream media is looking at this as, why would Putin invade Ukraine again? Ukrainian families on the Russian border live in fear of Putin invasion. U.S. evacuating diplomats from the Ukraine embassy. And it's like, okay, that's, first of all, it's not acceptable for Vladimir Putin to invade Ukraine. It's not, right? I just, make no mistake. I do not believe that it is an appropriate thing for Vladimir Putin to do. Okay? So let me just get that out of the way. Let me get that out of the fucking way so that people do not misunderstand my position. Having said that, however, the reasoning as to why there is more troop activity at the fucking Ukrainian border on the Russian side specifically is because we keep fucking juicing the Ukrainians. And we're like, we're going to put you in NATO. What is this? I thought the NATO was the Western Alliance, like the Western Hemisphere Alliance. And now it's like Ukraine is also a part of the West. What's not a part of the West, motherfucker? Everyone is just an expressly anti-USSR, anti-communist fucking organization is now adding additional, you know, adding Ukraine into the fucking fold. Why the fuck would Russia ever want that? Like, why would they want that? Like, can you imagine a world in which, like, I don't know, the Chinese government was like, we are going to turn Canada into a military base, okay? We're going to turn Canada and Mexico into forward operating bases, okay? In our endless effort to, you know, stop the capitalist rot coming out of Western imperialist forces. Western imperialism is a serious problem. So now we're going to fucking put bases in Canada and we're going to put bases in Mexico. People are saying Cuba. Yeah, that's a great example. What happened with the Cuban Missile Crisis? And even then, the Cuban Missile Crisis only happened because America put missiles directed at the USSR in Turkey.
Rip Bozo.
Fuck this. I'm going to watch YouTube. What is this, bro? Hundreds of truckers headed to Ottawa in Freedom Rally. Dude, you're such a dumbass. Like, I'm talking about something entirely separate, and you're like, please look at my fucking Canadian news story. Fuck this. I'm going to YouTube. All right, go watch YouTube then. Anyway. But NATO control of Ukraine is infinitely better than NATO not being there. Russia will just wipe the floor with them instead. Says Irish lefty potato. No, there is no NATO control of Ukraine is better.
Brain feels slightly
that is ridiculous, okay? That is fucking ridiculous. And there are probably Ukrainian people who are, there are probably Ukrainian people in here who are like, no, fuck that. We want NATO. We want NATO. It's like, you don't know what you want, okay? Ultimately, I find it rather fucking strange that we have pro-NATO leftists, okay? A organization, an international organization, specifically, we should invade Ukraine first and surprise everybody. I mean, that's kind of what we're doing right now. That's kind of what NATO is like. Anyway.
Love you, fam. Hassel.
Also, we don't want another what? You're saying valid points, except that Russia isn't like, oh, we're just going to use this for dick waving. They're actually annexing sovereign land. Also, we don't want another Holodomor? Are you fucking insane? You think Russia has the capacity? You think that there is like the same kind of centralized control that fucking Stalin had over Ukraine in the same capacity that Russia has now? Like, the USSR is over. Okay? There is no USSR. There is no expansive power that Russia has. That is a fucking delusional take, dude. Get off Reddit. Get the fuck off Reddit. Like, that is psychotic. What? Oh, are they going to fucking control your grain? Is that what's going to happen? Is Russia going to come in and be like, in our modern day, okay, in present day, the Russian government that has the GDP of like fucking, Colorado is going to go into Ukraine and then limit your fucking grain supply. They're going to be like, no, you have to give us all your grain. And then they're going to start killing motherfuckers who hoard it. That's what you think is going to happen. That's like, unironically, you woke up this morning and you thought we are going to have a Holodomor in Ukraine. Like, we can't do that.
Look at all those open tabs. That's hoarder behavior.
That's psychotic. That's almost as fucking stupid as like people saying, oh, they're going to invade Europe. Russia's going to invade Europe. No, the fuck they're not. They're not.
Yo.
My office is now getting calls from folks who say they watch Tucker Carlson and are upset that we're not siding with Russia in its threats to invade Ukraine and who want to support Russia's reasonable positions. Fuck yeah, dude. Good for Tucker Carlson.
Lamau, this is too good, cat.
Obviously, he's a fucking psychopath who's like all those fucking conservatives. They're like, oh yeah, why the fuck are we invading Ukraine or whatever? The only reason why they're saying that is because Joe Biden is doing it, and two, they're like, actually, we should be invading China instead.
Pogo.
Here's the reality, okay? While it is still completely unacceptable for the Russian troops to like go and invade Ukraine, obviously. You're being biased because he's a left defender. Sorry, but I can't agree with you. Yeah, but they isolated Ukraine. It's similar to Cuba. NATO isn't doing shit. Yeah, the reason why NATO is not doing shit yet, even though they are doing shit, they're fucking talking about, gathering support for it. You know who's not actually doing shit? Germany, motherfucker. Why don't you go yell at the fucking German government for being like, we are not staying, we are staying the fuck out of this, okay? Why is Germany not involved? Why is Germany not fucking, defending Ukraine's honor? Maybe because they understand that, one, they're a trade partner with fucking Russia, and two, it's fucking psychotic. It's a psychotic thing to do.
World War III Sag.
Yeah, I know, oil pipeline. I know, this is my point. Anyway. The thing is, leftists in Georgia and Ukraine have to reconcile between being anti-NATO, but also NATO is the only entity that can actually. Here, we got a Georgian in the chat giving a Georgian ass take. Let's hear it. Warger says the thing is, Georgia and Ukraine have to reconcile between being anti-NATO, but also NATO is the only entity that can actually slow down and prevent the annexation of more land. Here, they sneakily push the border further once a week, so it's not like they are truly on the defensive. Obviously, the whole lot of more stuff is silly though, lol. Yeah. So I, unlike every fucking content creator, okay, I'm going to be 100% honest with you and tell you, I don't have the fucking answers, but I do know what not to do, okay? And what not to do is just like, keep fucking pumping, keep funneling weapons into Ukraine. Who knows who's getting those weapons, okay? And use idiotic justifications to fucking send more military there and escalate this into saber rattling, okay? Or a step above saber rattling. It's because there is legitimacy to the point that, like, you know, Ukraine wants to maintain its autonomy, its independence. Russia funnels weapons to separatists. We have trainers in Ukraine already. Why can't we provide their military, which we help train with weapons? Because when we start doing that, then it's going to turn into a serious fucking, a much, much larger problem. And not only that.
Ciao. And
what are you talking about? Guns are saving Ukraine from Russia? In this day and age, at this stage, the only way to prevent serious fucking war or annexation or anything like that is by continuing and normalizing your fucking relations with countries that you already are engaging in trade with and not treating them like a foreign adversary. Okay? It's that saber rattling already.
Pog pog.
But it's escalating beyond saber rattling. Okay? And Ukraine's ISIS is already there. It's just fucking Nazi paramilitaries that they're giving money to and that they're giving guns to. For the record, for people being like, this is going to make a Ukrainian ISIS, it's there already. There has never been, in the history of the United States, foreign conflicts and foreign involvement, there's never been a situation where, like, us giving guns and us utilizing, even if it's a legitimate interest of autonomy, okay? Even if there's a legitimate interest of autonomy, which Ukraine has, a legitimate interest in being autonomous and independent of Russia, there has never been an instance where, like, arming fucking paramilitaries and offering training and then agitating them to then go and fucking push back against a country that we have declared our foreign adversary has worked successfully, okay?
I have yet to succumb to the
same with the fucking Kurds. A legitimate interest in building for 35 million Kurdish people that do not have a nation state. The Kurds have an honorable and legitimate interest in nation building, okay? Totally understand that. Totally respect that. What does America do? Look at that serious fucking interest and use the Kurds as a weapon to wield against whoever the fuck they want to in their endless effort to destabilize the region. Okay? Look where the Kurds are now. Now, obviously, there's a difference between Ukraine and Kurds because there is no Kurdistan, but there is a Ukraine as an established nation state.
How do I go back?
But I totally, and I, like, while I understand, okay, while I absolutely understand Ukraine's legitimate interest in Ukraine's legitimate interest in maintaining their autonomy and maintaining their independence. Russia should supply Ukraine if Russia does invade and a prolonged conflict begins. I mean, that's what's happening already.
Twitch Prime used to support my favorite streamer.
It's a lose-lose in my opinion. If we do, we might be committing negligence on an enormous scale, but if we arm Ukrainians, Russia will just use it as propaganda for their victimhood. No, the only thing that'll happen is Do I believe that Vladimir Putin is using this as an opportunity to just fucking annex further
15 months
territory?
with the best community
Yes.
in Twitch. Hassel turning 25
Okay.
now. Sucks to not be around
Miran
my family,
Tofik,
but your stream makes it
the
better, Hass.
number one Kurdish troll in my chat, literally will hear me say, I fucking understand that there is an honorable intention behind like building a nation state for 35 million Kurds that are currently living in diaspora, and then will still say your fucking take is bullshit when I openly state that the American government utilizes Kurdish militaries against whoever the fuck they want as a simple tool. Okay, that is just a factually correct statement. You are fucking ridiculous if you think that that is not true. I literally know people that like went and fought alongside YPJ. They fucking say it like they got trained by Americans. It's true. Now, the problem I have with this is that Ukraine does have a right to exist, of course, and this is about Russian aggression. The issue I have with this is we are fucking pushing this to a place that it does not have to go to. Okay? I'm not defending Russia, but ethnic British civilians were locked in militia combat with a neighboring country. They get involved. People forget Eastern Ukraine has swaths of ethnic Russians and is leading for a factor in the conflict. Yes, but Eastern Ukraine with swaths of ethnic Russians only comprise 20% of the fucking population of Ukraine. Okay? So while they are like pretty much the same fucking people.
0 month streak, let's go.
Oh, he said it's true and I hate it. Oh, this motherfucker literally agrees with me and then still complains, dude. Jesus Christ. It's true and I hate it. Go through my logs. Go through logs. I know. Classic racist thinking that, I'm going to be anti-Kurdish by design, because I'm Turkish, right? That's the real racism, I think, is the anti-Turkish sentiment expressed by, I can't even say it with a straight face. Okay. I literally agree. Your worst take on Ukraine, I agree with 99% of the time, but fucking Christ, defending an ally from the aggression of an imperial wannabe fascist is good. First of all, we are the imperialist wannabe fascist as well as Russia is, for the record. And our business, here's how I think, okay? I don't think Russia should invade Ukraine, obviously. But us having a say in that conversation is insane, okay? And motherfuckers will say, not this time. This time is appropriate. Not this time. This time is actually appropriate. And you do this without realizing that you are basically still advocating, okay? You're still advocating for further NATO involvement. You're still advocating for building fucking military bases. You're still advocating for further escalation of conflict against a country that we have declared our foreign enemy. And that's it. That's it. I don't know what the best answers are, but I do know what bad answers are. And bad answers are trying to fucking put Ukraine into NATO, an organization designed specifically to say fuck you to the USSR, fuck you to communism, international communism, an organization that is still being utilized to enact Western imperialism, like taking a fucking neighbor of a country that we've declared a foreign adversary and like adding them onto the let's fuck this country organization is obviously a fucking threat. Like, that's crazy to assume that is not, that's not a threatening action against this other nation. You sound like the UK when Hitler said he wanted Poland. If you cannot comprehend the difference between fucking like Adolf Hitler and Russia, I don't know what to tell you. There is like, that's just a bananas take, dude. Like, here, let me use an example. It's like, don't you think the Kurds have their backs to the wall because it's not like Turkey, Syria, Iraq, and Iran have actively tried to genocide them like Saddam has tried? Is your solution to just leave Turkey to do whatever they want with the Kurds, which is ironic because a lot of Turkish military are ethnically Kurdish? Well, one, I do know that. My solution to this is 100,000% one that does not revolve around aligning with the United States of America, but absolutely fucking taking all of the coalition of paramilitaries and all of the fucking politicians that already exist and building and normalizing a relationship. First, building an autonomous region that is a Kurdish region, a Kurdish ethnic zone, okay, which already exists, and then talking to regional leaders and dealing with them rather than, you know, trying to get America involved, because America is never going to care. They're going to let the Turkish government roll over the Kurds and take whatever fucking territory they want to take every single time, and then engage in ethnic displacement. Hundreds of videos are going to be made of this segment. Yeah, I know. The main take of people who support Putin is literally, as long as there is Putin, there is no war. People are scared of the war in Chechnya, even World War II, the beginning of the war, the end of Putin. He's a fucking dictator, free Russia. Like, that's the other part of it. I feel like there's a distinct difference between capitalist American aggression in Iraq and defending an autonomous country against imperialism. Just because the USA is also imperialistic doesn't mean we shouldn't also fight against Russian imperialism. Just having a discussion. Please don't drag me. I'm not dragging you, but we are utilizing the situation in Ukraine, which is an honorable and just situation from the Ukrainian perspective, to continue doing additional Western imperialism, to keep beefing up the ranks of NATO, to keep increasing the legitimacy of NATO, which is a organization designed with the express purpose of defeating communism all around the fucking world, okay? And defeating Russia. Well, not Russia, the USSR, which has been defeated. They succeeded. Okay? Every single time I get involved in foreign policy takes, it turns into something that...
Hassle.
It turns into something that is like significantly just awful. Everyone always has a deep understanding of racism or whatever. They're like very progressive on every other issue. But when it comes to anti-imperialist takes, when it comes to like having an approach where like America should be less involved in world affairs like this, like we are not the fucking world police. It's like everyone starts yelling at me because you get all your news from fucking NBC and you can't stop. Yeah, but it's better than Russian imperialism, you himbo dumbass. Yeah, ultimately, I think that is the honest take here. I mean, you're a piece of shit, but at least you're an honest piece of shit when you say, no, I prefer American and Western imperialism globally to Russian imperialism.
War stonks.
So Russia keeps making demands that they know for sure the West will never accept, like basically demanding that all Eastern European nations be kicked out of NATO and never accept it again. It's clear that they want to create a narrative where they have no choice but to take military action. I don't agree with that either. Like, obviously, there is a limitation to that. But I think at the stage saying Ukraine should have no business being in NATO, that's a completely reasonable fucking take, in my opinion, of a nation state that wants to maintain its sovereignty. We are talking about NATO, which is like I said, an organization expressly designed with the unique purpose of saying fuck communism and fuck any sort of expansion or any sort of escalation. Stop addressing the neolibs. You let these shitters control the stream for hours. The Ukrainian official is even stating that the West is overstating its Russian buildup at the border.
Hassle.
So the other problem is also this. There is obviously legitimate fears, especially on the Eastern Front, right? From Ukrainian families that live there. They do not want a fucking Crimea situation. They do not want, like, you know, the Russian military to like go across the border and like start murking fools, okay? That is a legitimate fear that people have. But by and large, Ukraine's NSC Secretary Danilov tells BBC he does not expect an imminent invasion and doesn't share the panic which he connects to geopolitical and domestic processes in the West. The buildup of Russian troops at the Ukrainian border isn't as rapid as some claim. The entire purpose is the entire purpose of this conversation that we're seeing on BBC, because the UK also came out and revealed more information about this earlier today, is so that we get everyone whipped up into a frenzy and actually escalate to a point where there is, you know, actual war. And yet Europe is begging the U.S. to help. So you don't know what you're saying. Well, for new leaders in Europe then. And yet Europe is begging the U.S. to help does not also save yourself from this conflict.
Just
We
tell
should take care of
Vladimir not
ourselves
to do
first,
it.
people.
Last time
Be
it
the same
pushed
ones
me
going
back
by
for
Ukraine, though,
almost a
Hasan.
month.
Like, the thing that is frustrating about these sorts of conversations is that it's incredibly, incredibly difficult to actually fucking push back against any sort of like State Department propaganda. It's so difficult because they hit it on every front. You will hear it from liberals, you will hear it from neoliberals, you'll hear it from conservatives, you'll hear it from every single fucking person, to a degree where it's like the most important news story of the day, the most important thing of the day. You cannot think of anything else other than like, we have to go save Ukrainians. Oh my fucking God. The only way we can do that is by literally sending troops there. Ukraine has to be a part of NATO. They have to fucking fight back against Russia. You know what's going to be awful for Russia and Ukraine? If there's actual fucking war. And you might actually say, well, listen, Russia is still interested in expanding. And to that, I say, yes, I agree. But there is a better way to shut off Russia's expansive policies that revolves around diplomacy and economic control, considering the fucking trade relationships that Russia already has with European superpowers, than to say, we have to fucking put military members, we have to put American troops into Ukraine and fucking fight back in like active, hot warfare. Okay? And the people that are saying the European countries are fucking begging for it, that's not true. Baltic countries might be. Like countries comprised of, Slavs, certainly. But like, it's not true that Western European nations, other than America's number one fucking ally in, not the European Union anymore, but actually just in Europe, the United Kingdom. That's it. America and the UK are the two main fucking advocates for beefing up fucking aggression towards Russia in this situation. Okay? But it doesn't matter unless Russia invades and it's not inherently aggressive. NATO is defensive. No, that's not true. NATO has never been defensive. It's not defensive. That's bullshit. I don't agree with the clear U.S. military foreign engagement like in Iran, Afghanistan, but I don't see the issue with NATO. Don't drag me. I just want to talk. NATO is not defensive and has never been defensive. That's not true at all. If NATO was defensive, why is the USSR not a part of NATO? Why was Russia never allowed to be in NATO? What the fuck do you mean NATO is defensive? That's just not true. The only thing that, dude, NATO is not defensive, okay? What's defensive is the top of the hour ad break defense that you can get by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. That's right, because at the top of the hour, there is actual aggression in the form of an 60-second ad break. Now, if you want uninterrupted hot takes, okay, if you want the uninterrupted broadcasting experience that many have had, then all you need to do is get gifted a sub if you're lucky, or if you're not lucky, you make your own luck by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Here's the 1 minute ad break now. Thank you, Bells Only, for the 5 gifted subs.
Let's go.
Anyway. Russia is nowhere near as imperialistic as the U.S., but it's still imperialistic, and that's why we look to the Messiah and neglect to keep in mind that the U.S. is the same. We are scared, man. No, I get it. NATO has literally been keeping peace in Europe from Russian aggression since the USSR luckily fell apart.
World War III popping off. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. That's true. Dude, I love doing peacekeeping missions by, sending like 11 fucking Norwegian troops to Afghanistan to also do door knocking and fucking murdering 14-year-olds. That I love doing peacekeeping like that. It's just like universally, it's really fucking chill to do peacekeeping. Like, listen, we already know that the American government operates like the fucking mafia, okay? We build military bases everywhere. It's a fucking protection racket. Protecting from who? Protecting from the mafia. Us, okay? We are the mafia gang. Hey, do you not want us to fuck you up like in an irreparable capacity? Well, guess what? I see some real estate in your country. We're going to fucking pave that shit, and we're going to turn that over into a beautiful American military base, which we will then use to further enact our world police mission, okay, globally. And if you say no, we'll fucking kill you, okay? And NATO is just an extension of that. Just one other arm of that exact same fucking business that we are engaging in.
Thanks for everything, comrade.
And yes, the Ukrainians have wanted to be in NATO since fucking G-Dub, okay? George W. Bush, I think. Or was it George H.W.? Anyway. That's been an interest for a long time. It's a terrible fucking... It's an aggressive stance. It's aggressive posturing against Russia, okay? That's it. Like it's ridiculous. It's the fuck Russia coalition, and Ukraine is like, let's join the fuck Russia coalition and get like sweet American missiles. And it's been ongoing for, a very long time. Yeah, NATO allies oppose Bush on Georgia and Ukraine. Here. There it is. President Bush threw the NATO summit meeting here off script on Wednesday by lobbying hard to extend membership to Ukraine and Georgia, but he failed to rally support for the move among key allies.
What's popping, chat?
NATO was defensive when it blew up Libya? Yes, dude, you don't understand. Defending the interests of companies that want to overtake the natural water supply, for example, or countries that have a interest in having, I don't know, open air slave trade markets again. These are things that these are interests that need to be defended. Do you find it acceptable that the same person has been in power in Russia for 22 years without change? Of course not, dude. Putin and Erdogan are the same fucking person, like in nearly every capacity. So yes, obviously I understand. In a very unique way, by the way. Well, Putin more so than Erdogan in Turkey, but like because there is no fucking failsafe, because of the way that like Vladimir Putin has had such a strong grip of power over Russia. In the aftermath of Putin's demise, Russia is fucked, okay? So that's even worse. So there's that too. There's that terrifying prospect as well. At least in the aftermath of Erdogan, which hopefully is going to come soon, there is like a way to develop. Like Turkey has had more of a protective mechanism, like a better fail-safe, failover program than fucking Russia has. Because Putin was even more authoritarian than Recep Tayyip Erdogan. So, the U.S. and Ukraine, a government with neo-Nazi sympathies, were the only two countries voting against the UN bill Wednesday, combating glorification of Nazism, neo-Nazism, and other practices that contribute to the fueling of contemporary forms of racism, racial discrimination. Yeah, I don't care, by the way, for the record. I don't give a shit. Like, this type of stuff is whatever. Like, obviously, they're doing this. But this is still aesthetic bullshit. There's no alternative to Putin in Russia currently, since he basically does not allow any actual opposition to form. Exactly. That's a genuine problem too. There will be a gigantic power vacuum like you can't even fucking believe in the aftermath of Vladimir Putin's demise. Okay, which will inevitably happen. He's not fucking immortal. Anyway.
Can't wait to get drafted.
There's still a good argument within the U.S. against adding Ukraine to NATO. Extending NATO treaty obligations to countries that the U.S. NATO may be less willing to go to war for definitely weakens NATO as an alliance. No shot. I just don't understand. There is no world in which, like, if China was as aggressive and as good at doing imperialism as the United States is, like beyond one belt, one road, okay? Beyond like developing economic relationships, okay? But beyond economic imperialism, if China was also doing like boots on the ground fucking military base building all around the fucking planet and literally was like, we are going to put the fuck America bases in Canada, okay? There is no way in which the United States would be like, no, that's totally fine. That's valid. Like if China was like, we're going to violate the Monroe Doctrine. Okay? And we're going to fucking start building bases in the West. Okay? Everywhere around the Western Hemisphere, we're building communist bases, and it's the fuck capitalism, fuck America bases. Okay? That would not happen. Like, that would just not happen. America would be like, no, we're going to war. We're doing nuclear holocaust. It does not matter. You know what I mean? There's not that's not a thing. So it's only acceptable when we do it.